All right, so welcome. Let me, we usually have lots of wires back here. And for the first time, we are doing this mostly wirelessly. So hopefully there won't be any hiccups. The guitars, this is wireless. We usually have like 6 wires, we only have 2. One is so small, it doesn't matter. We only have 1, so the idea is that, you know, we have a lot of older people here. If anybody trips, I might get sued. So if you eliminate the wires, it'll reduce the chances of that happening. Anyway, my name is Art Grossman, for you that don't know. We have a really good show tonight. I say that all the time, but it's true. We do, we have a good show. Eddie's gonna open in front of his whole entourage over here. And then Aaron Tornberg, who's sitting next to John and Ann, is going to be next. And then, I don't know if it's John and Ann or Ann and John. Okay, John and Ann, and then something together. They're going to go on. And then if there's time, I'm going to do some tunes at the end. The bathrooms are over there. What's else? Oh, in the back of the room, very important, very important. We have Karen, Angela, and Bert. Everything back there is provided by the Friends of the Flint Memorial Library. We do this in conjunction with the Friends. Karen and myself are on the board, and while everything's free, we have donation cans, and your job is to fill them, because everything that goes in those donation cans goes to the Friends, which goes to the library, which helps the library do things that they have to do that they can't get money from the town to do. So feel free to fill those up and enjoy the refreshments. This thing actually sounds pretty good. I'm happy with that. I mentioned the donation can. I always, every time we do this, I thank Jim Watman, who does the video for NORCAM over there. And I thank John Loretz, who does the sound. Now, John came in today early. We wanted to check some things out, and he also wanted to teach me about the mixer, the iPad, and all the stuff that goes on behind the scenes, which I don't really understand. The bottom line is that making people sound good, and Eddie knows this because he does it for the Lindsley, it's not easy. So I really want to thank John, especially this week, because what he does, you get a real appreciation for what he has to do. If you sat down and saw everything he showed me today, you get a real appreciation of how hard it is to make everybody sound good. So a big thank you to John. This is our first showcase of 25, and we actually have 2 events. We have this one tonight, and then next Saturday, Don White. Some of you, hopefully, maybe a lot of you know Don White. He's been in the area. He's a local, but he's been doing his thing for years and years and years, and we get our biggest crowd of the year for his show. And he'll be here next Saturday. The show starts at 7:30. The doors open at 7. The show is free, but there's a suggested donation of $20. So, you know, it's more important that you're here. If you want to get some really good entertainment, show up. Don't worry about the money. If you can do it, that's great. But it's going to be a really good show next week. Don's a great entertainer. And then we have our next showcase on February 15th. I'm still working on the performers. I got a couple, but we're not quite there yet. But we will be. We will be. So
in my house, nobody was a great musician, but there was always music going on. My dad was singing Gilbert and Sullivan songs. My mother was playing her Tommy Dorsey records with Frank Sinatra. My sister was bringing home Sound of Music, the play, and West Side Story. So in 1959, West Side Story was very controversial in our little conservative home, you know. But she was also bringing in Elvis Presley and Chuck Berry, and you know, my brother was bringing in Roy Orbison and Gene Pitney and Joe and Eddie, and then my other brother was bringing in Miles Davis and Dizzy Gillespie and Dave Brubeck. So I had all that as my education back at home. So I couldn't be singing a song here tonight so close to some place that was very important to me. Back in 1973, I became a camp counselor up the street at Camp Evergreen. And I spent 5 years there. Very important 5 years for me. So I got the inspiration to do this song. And some people here are going to remember it, and they're going to want to sing along, and that's okay. I just got 2 rules. Whoops, a lot of echo there. I got 2 rules. Yes, that sounds authoritative, doesn't it? That if you sing along, you sing in my key and at my tempo. Oh, and then we'll be fine. Ace has heard this before, so she knows. Hello, Mata. Hello, Fada. Here I am at Camp Granada. Camp is very entertaining, and they say we'll have some fun if it stops raining. Typical here. I went hiking with Joe Spivey. He developed poison ivy. You remember Leonard Skinner? He got ptomaine poisoning last night after dinner. All the counselors hate the waiters, and the lake has alligators, and the head coach wants no sissies, so he reads to us from something called Ulysses. Take me home, oh Mata Fada, take me home. I hate Granada, don't leave me out in the forest where I might get eaten by a bear. Take me home, I promise I will not make noise or mess the house with other boys. Oh, please don't make me stay. I've been here one whole day. James, does that sound like a camp you want to go to? The lake has alligators. Dearest Fada, darling Mata, how's my precious little brother? Let me come home if you miss me. I would even let Aunt Bertha hug and kiss me. Wait a minute, it stopped hailing. Guys are swimming, guys are sailing. They're playing baseball, gee, that's better. Oh, Mata Fada, kindly disregard this letter. Oh my goodness, got my tongue tied at the very end. That's not good. So anyway. So the very first concert they put on here was with Bill Staines, right, Art? Wasn't he the very first? And so Bill Staines was one of my heroes, and he wrote a very great song. So I've got my grandchildren here today, so some of the songs I have in mind to play are kind of aimed at them. Right now I'm just changing tempos. I've got a little machine here that sets things up. So, Bill Staines called this song A Place in the Choir. And the chorus goes, all God's critters got a place in the choir. Some sing low and some sing higher. Some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands or paws or anything they got now. Peter, Paul, and Mary made a recording of this, and they added some additional words at the end that I think are pretty good. I don't think Bill would mind, so I'm going to sing them too. Well, all God's critters got a place in the choir. Some sing low and some sing higher. Some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands or paws or anything they got now. Okay, and I've just realized I'm in the wrong key. Listen to the bass, it's the one on the bottom where the bullfrog croaks and the hippopotamus moans and groans with a big to-do. The old cow just goes moo. The dogs and the cats, they take up the middle where the honeybee hums. The cricket fiddles, the donkey brays, and the pony neighs. The old coyote howls. Here it comes, of course. All God's critters got a place in the choir. Some sing low, some sing higher, some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands, applause, or anything they got now. Okay, well, I can tell that some people aren't too shy. I heard some voices. I hope to hear more. Listen to the top where the little bird's singing on the melodies, with the high notes ringing and the hoot owl hollers over everything. The jaybird disagrees. Singing in the nighttime, singing in the day. The little duck quacks and he's on his way. The possum ain't got much to say. The porcupine talks to himself. All God's critters got a place in the choir. Some sing low and some sing higher. Some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands, applause, or anything they got now. So we had either a few more people that joined in, or the few that were singing sang louder. I'm not quite sure. It's a simple song of living sung everywhere by the ox and the fox and the grizzly bear, the grumpy alligator and the hawk above, the sly raccoon and the turtle dove. Everybody here is a part of the plan. We all get to sing in the great critter band, from the eagle in the sky to the whale in the sea. It's one great symphony, last chance. All God's critters got a place in the choir. Some sing low and some sing higher. Some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands, applause, or anything they got now. All right, thank you. All right, I knew I could pull you in a little bit. So there's a couple of songs that I was hoping my grandchildren would enjoy. So now I'm going to move it up a little bit. I'm going to surprise my daughter. Always a risky move, but I figure I'm surrounded with friends and you won't let anything happen to me. Now, I got to make sure I get myself in the right key this time. Is that your stuff that's recording? I can hear something.
Really?
I can hear a delay.
Through there.
Where's the delay coming from?
It's coming through there.
Okay. Actually, a little delay is appropriate for this next song because it talks about things like that. Build me up, buttercup baby, just to let me down and mess me around. Worst of all, you never call baby when you say you will, but I love you still, I need you more than anyone, darling. You know that I have from the start. Oh, build me up, buttercup, and don't break my heart. Kathy's basketball team used to sing this one. I'll be over at 10, you told me time and again, but you're late. I wait around and then I run to the door. I can't take any more, it's not you. You let me down again. Baby, baby, try to find a little time and I'll make you mine. I'll be home, I'll be beside the phone waiting for you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Why do you build me up, buttercup baby, just to let me down and mess me around? Worst of all, you never call baby when you say you will. I love you still, but I need you more than anyone, darling. You know that I have from the start. Build me up, buttercup, don't break my heart. You were my toy, but I could be the boy you adore if you just let me know. I know you are true, I'm attracted to you all the more. Why do I need you so? Baby, baby, try to find a little time and I'll make you mine. I'll be home, I'll be beside the phone waiting for you. Ooh, 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 why do you build me up, buttercup, baby, just to let me down and mess me around? Worst of all, you never call, baby, when you say you will. But I love you still, I need you more than anyone, darling. You know that I have from the start. Oh, build me up, buttercup, don't break my heart. Oh, build me up, buttercup, don't break my heart. Thank you. All right, so you know you're going to have these little tunes in your head tonight going, you know, home. Yep, middle of the night you'll be going, oh, where did I hear that? So let's see, the next one, let's see, let's get the right settings here. I want that one, and I want this slower. Okay, right about there. And let's check the key, and we gotta bring that down. Okay, so, all right, so, we're doing okay? Time-wise? Okay. Everybody's happy? Okay, so Art and I, we did an arm wrestle to see who would get to play this one first, and since I was on first, I win, you know? But Art might play this one too. So, I've been playing this song. So I was a, what they would call it, a leader of song at church for about over 30 years. And so a lot of the things we would do would be for children's services. And so this song, we used to do it. And now to me, my daughter and my son-in-law, they've become very good gardeners. And they grow good things. So it becomes even more important to me now. And Dave Mallet just passed recently. Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All you need is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, someone bless these seeds I sow. Someone warm them from below till the rain comes tumbling down. Pulling weeds and picking stones, we are made of dreams and bones. Need a place to call my own, for the time is near at hand. Grain for grain, sun and rain, find my way through nature's chain. Tune my body and my brain to the music of the land. Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All you need is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, someone bless these seeds I sow. Someone warm them from below till the rain comes tumbling down. Now, I didn't think that I needed to tell you could sing along on that. You know, I thought maybe you would just kind of feel it, you know. Plant your rows straight and long, temper them with prayer and song. Mother Earth will make you strong if you give her love and care. An old crow watches hungrily from his perch on yonder tree. In my garden I'm as free as that feathered thief up there. Here it comes, inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All you need is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, someone bless these seeds I sow. Someone warm them from below till the rain comes tumbling down. Thank you. All right, so, as I mentioned, I did 30 years as a leader of song at church. I went to parochial school. I had nuns, and they were strict, but we learned an awful lot of things. And one of the things that we learned about was the word humble and the word kind. And so when Laurie McKenna wrote this song, I said to myself, she must have gone to parochial school. Now, I don't know if that's true, but it's a very interesting song. Let's see, I gotta get your right settings here. That doesn't look right. That doesn't look right. I want that one, and I want that one, and then I want that one. Let's try that. So have you heard the song Humble and Kind? Do you know this song? Yeah, some people who have country background know this, because a few years back this was like the #1 country music song of the year. And it was written by a homemaker in Massachusetts, and she's got a whole bunch of kids, and in her spare time writes hit songs. Now I gotta get the right melody in my head. You know there's a light that glows by the front door. Don't forget the keys under the mat. When childhood stars shine, always stay humble and kind. Go to church 'cause your mama says to. Visit grandpa every chance that you can. You hear that, kids? It won't be wasted time. Always stay humble and kind. Hold the door, say please, say thank you. Don't steal, don't cheat, and don't lie. I know you got mountains to climb, but always stay humble and kind. When those dreams you're dreaming come to you, when the work you put in is realized, let yourself feel the pride, but always stay humble and kind. Don't expect a free ride from no one. Don't hold a grudge or a chip, and here's why. Bitterness keeps you from flying. Always stay humble and kind. Know the difference between being with someone and being with someone you love. I love you ain't no pickup line. Always stay humble and kind. Hold the door, say please, say thank you. Don't steal, don't cheat, and don't lie. I know you got mountains to climb, but always stay humble and kind. When those dreams you're dreaming come to you, when the work you put in is realized, let yourself feel the pride, but always stay humble and kind. When it's hot, eat a root beer popsicle. Shut off the AC and roll the windows down. Let that summer sun shine. Always stay humble and kind. Don't take for granted the love this life gives you. When you get where you're going, don't forget to turn back round. Help the next one in line. Always stay humble and kind. Hold the door, say please, say thank you. Don't steal, don't cheat, and don't lie. I know you got mountains to climb, but always stay humble and kind. When those dreams you're dreaming come to you, when the work you put in is realized, let yourself feel the pride, always stay humble and kind. Let yourself feel the pride, always stay humble and kind. All right, thank you, Laurie McKenna. Okay. So another song that I know Art loves. Had to get clearance, make sure I could play it. We're both Gordon Lightfoot fans, and this is just like the perfect midwinter song. So got my settings right, and I think I gotta check that one. That looks good. So one thing about Gordon Lightfoot songs, I love story songs, and he just crystallizes that whole picture, of the story, and this one, is like particularly strong in that way. Oh, let's see, I got my tempo. Here we go, I'm gonna slow it down a little bit. Burning low upon my tabletop, the snow is softly falling. The air is still within the silence of my room. I hear your voice softly calling. If I could only have you near to breathe a sigh or two, I would be happy just to hold the hands I love on this winter's night with you. The smoke is rising in the shadows overhead. My glass is almost empty. I read again between the lines upon the page the words of love you sent me. If I could know within my heart that you were lonely too, I would be happy just to hold the hands I love on this winter's night with you. Dying now, my lamp is growing dim. The shades of night are lifting. The morning light steals across my window pane, where webs of snow are drifting. If I could only have you near to breathe a sigh or two, I would be happy just to hold the hands I love on this winter's night with you. And to be once again with you, and to be once again with you. Thank you. Okay. So, again, I'm going to blame the fact that my grandchildren are here. So I know a lot of people are tired of this song. I know it, but I'm going to play it anyway. Because my grandchildren are here, and I think they might know it. And I want to look cool in their eyes. So, let's see. Is having a resurgence right now, and he's part of the writing team that wrote this. stars, and I'm hoping for all this so I can see my baby tonight. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, hey, mama, rock me. Okay, again, I didn't think I was going to need to invite you. Okay, I think you know what these words are. You've heard them 100 times. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, hey, mama, rock me. Running from the cold up in New England, I was born to be a fiddler in an old-time string band. My baby plays a guitar, I pick a banjo now. North country winters keep getting me down. Lost my money playing poker, so I had to leave town. But I ain't turning back to living that life no more. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Walking to the south out of Roanoke, I called a trucker out of Philly, had a nice long joke, but he's heading west from the Cumberland Gap to Johnson City, Tennessee, and I gotta get a move on before the sun. I hear my baby call my name and I know that she's the only one, and if I died in Raleigh, at least I will die free. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, like the way you feel. Hey, hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Sometimes I get ahead. Do I have time for one more or not? Okay, okay. Here's another one. That, let's see. Got that setting, get this setting. So one of the things that I make sure I never do, I never talk politics from the stage. But I will tell you, you'll know my views, my point of views, by the songs that I pick. So let's see if this one's... I think I got the right key here. Do I know? I don't. That's... trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, the bright blessed day and the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Colors of the rainbow rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. Sometimes I get off of the beat. Of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Okay. I thank you very much.
I had the good fortune to know my great-grandmother. She lived to be 100 years old. And you know, when you know somebody who was born in 1898, she died in 1998 in case you couldn't figure out the math. She was born in 1898, so she went through a lot of changes in her life. But one thing that sort of consistent regardless of what age you're in is that grandparents have sayings and things they tell you when you're young. So that's what this song is. One of her sayings was, I believe, kind of unique to her, although I'm not sure. It just might have been so old that no one says it anymore. But it's this song is based on that. When I was young, I used to get bored, and my great-grandmother said to me, there is no need to be bored at your age. There's so much of this world to see. Play a game, clean up your room, pull a book off of the shelf. If all else fails, what you can do requires 2 sticks and yourself. Just take 2 sticks and drum on your belly, such a satisfying sound. Just take 2 sticks and drum on your belly, it will make the world go round. But Nana, I cried, I am so bored, I don't think this plan will succeed. If you don't try, my Nana warned, boredom will turn into ennui. I rolled my eyes, but Nana had an answer in place. If you make that expression, it'll freeze that way, and that will be forever your face. Just take 2 sticks and drum on your belly, such a satisfying sound. Just take 2 sticks and drum on your belly, it will take away your frown. I looked at the floor and I twiddled my thumbs while Nana sat knitting along. She focused ahead, keeping track of the stitch, and that made me think of a song. I rose from the couch, walked over to Nana, gave a little nod and a smile, took extra needles in hand, walked back to my seat, and I began playing in style. I just took 2 sticks and drummed on my belly, such a satisfying sound. I just took 2 sticks and drummed on my belly, definitely melted my frown. Nana is gone, but every so often I see 2 long objects and grin. 'Cause if I get bored, I know what to do, and Nana, thank you for the win. I just take 2 sticks and drum on I'm going through something, and since I write songs, it's how I share some things I'm going through. So my daughter is trans, which is a new thing to me and my wife when we heard about it. I'm sure you've heard comedians joking about how every kid is trans now, but you know, it's not as simple as it sounds. It's a very difficult process. So we've been going through that with her. She's just started on estrogen, and it's really scary because I live in New Hampshire, in Salem, right over the border, and the laws there are not necessarily friendly to trans people. So of course, she's 14, I'm scared. But the point is, it's not about the external stuff. It's about us. It's about our family, and it's about what we're going through. And so that's what I wrote about. Little by little, I see her grow. Each day different, each day the same. But each incremental shift she shows has a spot in my memory filling the frame. Change can't always be obvious to all. If you just pay attention, you notice the shift. As a person you love remains but is new, and hopefully better than yesterday. Little by little I see her grow. Each day different, each day the same. But each incremental shift she shows has a spot in my memory filling the frame. Meanwhile, while watching, my toe starts to throb. I received no injury, woke up in pain. Went to the doctor and my body's impaired. New pain for new ages, different body, same soul. Little by little I see her grow. Each day different, each day the same. But each incremental shift she shows has a spot in my memory filling the frame. I look at old pictures and I don't know myself. I remember the feelings I had being young. But I remember life so different from old. The time that is now is imaginary then. Little by little I see her grow. Each day different, each day the same. But each incremental shift she shows has a spot in my memory filling the frame. I watch her grow stronger, become who she'll be. I remember her rolling by that snowy tree, swinging and pedaling, dancing and playing, crying and laughing and learning and praying, seeing the world with new eyes and a grin, embracing her future within a new skin. Little by little I see her grow. Each day different, each day the same. But each incremental shift she shows has a spot in my memory filling the frame. So I'll get the heavy stuff over with now. So that was one. And then this one, I was honored to be asked to participate in FOD-Fest. FOD-Fest is F-O-D, FOD, Friends of Danny. It's Daniel Pearl was beheaded in 2002. I'm sure you remember, it was a while ago. His friend, Todd Mack, I met him at a music conference, And he has been doing a festival every year in honor of Danny. I don't know if you know, Daniel Pearl was from the Berkshires. So he's from Massachusetts, and he was a musician too. He was an amazing violinist, played several instruments, and was a journalist at the Berkshire Telegraph, I think, and then at the Wall Street Journal, and then was beheaded trying to get a story about the Middle East. He was killed in Pakistan. So journalists are really important, and the song is about that. Hiding behind the mask, long darkened alleyways, dirt-covered floor, taking evil to task. In black and white headlines and dot-colored images, truth is a dangerous tool for old corrupt systems of despots and oligarchs, cheap opportunists and second-class liars, scared to be uncovered as fools. Goodness intimidates those, but it shines in some with whom God walks. It was not goodness they chose. The trail that leads nowhere is taken by many. Truth is a dangerous tool for old corrupt systems of despots and oligarchs, cheap opportunists and second-class liars, scared to be uncovered as fools. Goodness intimidates those, yet it shines in some with whom God walks. It was not goodness they chose. The trail that leads nowhere is taken by many. Truth is a dangerous tool for old corrupt systems of despots and oligarchs, cheap opportunists, second-class liars, scared to be uncovered as fools. Hiding behind the mask, in long darkened alleyways, dirt-covered floors, taking evil to task. In black and white headlines and dot-colored images, truth is a dangerous tool. So, like me, I imagine somebody has annoyed you and made you really mad, right? And you kind of want to get back at them, right? So I wrote a song. So this is called Little Man. Oh, what a little man you are, sitting there in your gumdrop throne. Oh, what a little man you are, shining behind a flimsy facade. Beneath the big top you can bluster, with all the vitriol you can muster. But as crowd thins out, you're left all alone. You meet the fate of General Custer. Little man, insignificant. Little man, your kingdom has grown small again. Little man, nasty and repellent. Little man, vindictive and inelegant. Oh, what a slimy soul you are, sitting there as you bottom feed. Oh, what a slimy soul you are, trapped inside yourself with all your greed. Beneath the big top you can bluster, with all the vitriol you can muster. But as the crowd thins out, you're left all alone. nasty and repellent. Little man, vindictive and inelegant. Behind the eyes, the evil spark is lit. If you look closely, you can see it. Behind the eyes, the evil spark is lit. If you look closely, you can see it. Beneath the big top, you can bluster. With all the vitriol you can muster. But as the crowd thins out, you're left all alone. You meet the fate of General Custer. Little man, insignificant. Little man, your kingdom has known small again. Little man, nasty and repellent. Little man, vindictive and inelegant. Little man. That feels good. This next one, so as Art said, I have been running a venue, music venue in Lawrence, Mass. So I'm the one guy who thought it was a good idea to open a folk music venue in Lawrence, Massachusetts, which is mostly Latino and hip hop. So let me tell you what happens when you do that. You go native sometimes. So I really came to appreciate hip hop. So I created something, and what came out of it as an artist, I changed, and I did something called folk hop. And we've had that here. We brought Taina, who's from Lawrence, here, and she does songs that are hip hop, and then I turn them into acoustic songs. And we've been performing for about 3 years. We've gone to NRFA, which is the Northeast Regional Folk Alliance Conference, and tried to, push this idea of folk hop, and I'm still doing it. I still perform with her. The venue is temporarily shut down because it's just conditions arose that made it difficult to keep going, and we're trying to get back on our feet. Maybe not in Lawrence, we'll see. But this song is what I got out of Lawrence too. This was a personal song I wrote that was written with a beat maker. I never heard of what that was before I went to Lawrence. I didn't really understand it. But that's a guy who makes beats, or a girl, who makes beats on the computer, right? They come up with beats that are pre-programmed, and they put them together in such a way that they sound good, and then they do a hip-hop song, which is interesting to try and write. So I tried. This is what came out of it. I don't play the beat because it's also folk. So it's called Better Than Ever, but you can probably sense there's a little bit of hip-hop influence with it. I need a new phone, it's slow and dull. I need a new car, the left side pulls. I need a new stove, the old one has the buttons. I need a new fridge, it's smaller than my cousin's. But you are better than ever. I can always rely on you. Your smile and your laughter timeless. You last my whole life through. I need a new game, the old one is boring. I need a new book to keep my mind soaring. I need some new music to keep my spirit singing. I need a new doorbell, the old one just keeps ringing. But we are better than ever. I can always rely on you. Your smile and your laughter timeless. You last my whole life through. Now here's where the white guy pretends to rap. Ready? Suppose that I could think about repairing what I've got, of bringing old stuff back to life to keep them going on. But we are better than ever, and we only change for the better. And that's why we are strong. That's why we are better than ever. part of doing hip hop for a folk singer is? Stop writing. Those songs are like 2 to 3 minutes, and if you go over, everybody's bored. So, yeah. So how many of you are on social media of some kind? So some kind, right? And if you're not, this still applies. People misspell these words that I'm about to sing to you so many times that I see it on social media. This song has a long title. It's called "They're Your Neighbors and You're Sorry Your Dog Left Its Mess on Their Lawn, but It's Your Job to Clean It Up." Who is over there? T-H-E-R-E. They're over there. T-H-E-Y''R-E. Is it their turn? T-H-E-I-R. You're delaying us. Y-O-U''R-E. So it's my turn. I-T''S. I think you're right. Y-O-U''R-E. But is that your dog? Y-O-U-R. Yes, it's my dog. I-T''S. He's in their garden. T-H-E-I-R. They're annoyed with you. T-H-E-Y''R-E. He messed on their lawn. T-H-E-I-R. You should clean the mess. I-T, no apostrophe S. It's they're mad at you. Sorry, they're mad at you. T-H-E-Y''R-E. For messing up their yard. T-H-E-I-R. Now when they see their yard, they're mad your dog went over there. And you're going to clean it up. 'Cause it's your dog. And now you spell it out and understand again. And differentiate between these complex homonyms. Need a little water there. So, I used to be a very creative cook, but there's one recipe I just tend to go back to a lot. And my wife and I like it. It's turkey chili. So I created a love song about turkey chili and my wife. So it goes like this. This recipe works if you want to get your pen and 2 tablespoons chili powder, 1 tablespoon cumin, half teaspoon oregano, paprika, cayenne, black pepper, spicy but isn't inhuman. Add cinnamon powder in a bowl with saran wrap. Saute the onions and garlic in oil. Add in ground turkey, tomatoes, and boil. Mix in squash, kidney beans, and spice mix, stir through. I have turkey chili together with you. You're like chili powder, fulfilling and nice, but also like cinnamon, a much sweeter spice. Sometimes with onions we might need to cry, and cayenne is fiery, tempers can fly. Cumin's aromatic and strengthens the stew. Paprika has tartness, black pepper does too. Mix it with garlic and soon you will see how our love is as full as this chili recipe. Cook for a half hour on a low heat. Meanwhile we'll cuddle up in the love seat. Just don't forget that it's still on the stove. Distracted eating. This is called Enough. To those of you with healthy habits, I would like you to understand the struggles of the lifestyle challenge to eat snacks on demand. It isn't that I'm hungry for sustenance and energy, but rather that I compulsively chomp on things that aren't good for me. I love to eat unhealthy food. I crave the sugar, salt, and fat. Pizza, ice cream, burgers, fries. Enough of that, enough of that. I love to eat unhealthy food. I crave the sugar, salt, and fat. Pizza, ice cream, burgers, fries. Enough of that, enough of that. There is something very special about drive-through lines at 2 a.m. The smell of oil and searing meat. Comfort food is coming in. It isn't that I need to eat. I'm going to bed and soon to sleep, but my tired self needs one more meal. To feel the day is now complete. I love to eat unhealthy food. I crave the sugar, salt, and fat. Pizza, ice cream, burgers, fries. Enough of that, enough of that. I love to eat unhealthy food. I crave the sugar, salt, and fat. Pizza, ice cream, burgers, fries. Enough of that, enough of that. You may call it weakness, but it's often more complex. The habits that I started on continue to perplex. So now I'm diabetic. High blood pressure is an albatross. My age has forced my will to change, or soon my health is lost. Everyone, I love to eat unhealthy food. I crave the sugar, salt, and fat. Pizza, ice cream, burgers, fries. Enough of that, enough of that. I love to eat unhealthy food. I crave the sugar, salt, and fat. Pizza, ice cream, burgers, fries. Enough of that, enough of that. So I can change, but still I yearn to savor late night and delicacies. But I have to say it is enough, for soon I will not live to see my child grow up, the world improve, with joy of love and friends and pets. So it will have to be enough to keep our habits healthiest. I love to eat unhealthy food. I crave the sugar, salt, and fat. Pizza, ice cream, burgers, fries. Enough of that. So coming up in February is February Album Writing Month, and if you're not a musician, you probably never heard of it. But in the community of musicians that I'm a part of, I have heard of it. And basically, you're supposed to write 14 songs in 28 days, because it's February, right? So I did it last year, and I got 20 songs in 28 days. I was very proud of myself. And then I got really ambitious, because they have something starting in July 4th, goes to October. It's called 50-90. You're supposed to write 50 songs in 90 days. Okay. I didn't make it. But I did make February, and I got about 30 more songs in 50-90. But the cool part is you get to collaborate with people all over the world, because people go to the website and they submit their songs, but some people just do the music or just do the lyrics, and then they ask for help. So this came out of that, and actually, she didn't really want to make the final version that I did, but I got a song out of it, and she's good with that. It was a song called Cows Have Emotions, and it was just instrumental, so this is what I imagine she would have written in the lyrics. We are cows, we are such sneaky cows, and we declare a grievance. We declare we do not want to share our field with other deviants. So we are now a herd of plotting cows, diabolically preparing to conquer all the land from fence to fence, though it just might seem too daring. It is the day, cow supremacy, the free reign of the bovine. It is the day of cow supremacy. We'll keep our milk for our We are cows, the rulers of this field, and here there are no cowards to claim this land from that fence to that fence as we chew contentedly for hours. It is a day of cow supremacy, the free reign of the bovine. It is the day of cow supremacy. We'll keep our milk for our kind. Cowabunga, shouted the head cow as she jumped in the cow pond. She splashed about while furrowing her snout, and she trotted back upon land. Cowtoya is such a lovely place. I hope that we can keep it. We chew our cud and walk around the mud and moo until you hear it. It is the day of cow supremacy, the free reign of the bovine. It is the day of cow supremacy. We'll keep our milk for our kind. So the last song I'm going to do is one that I actually won my first award for this song. I wrote it in 2017, I believe, and it was for the Portsmouth, New Hampshire Maritime Folk Festival. And I had never written a sea shanty. I don't particularly do well on boats because I get seasick. But I was asked to write a song for a songwriting competition, so I said, sure. So I couldn't really write something about how I love the sea and how I'm out on the sea all the time, so I didn't. I wrote about someone else who might be, and this is a post-apocalyptic dystopian sea shanty. Happy 22nd century, Boston, Massachusetts would drop a shipment of clean water for the Isle of Bunker Hill. The waters of the world have slowly crept over the city, leaving only remnants of the monuments that were saving the underwater town. From Boston, Common Harbor through the Charles River Sound, scuba through the coral of colorful Back Bay, sailing over Boston scuba through the coral, colorful back bay, sailing over Boston where the Red Sox used to play. Sweet Caroline, bum, bum, bum. Good times never seemed so good.
After that really uplifting set from Eddie Dee, really cheerful set. I was kind of glad that Aaron was coming next. I was counting on him to bring you down slowly. And you let me down, Aaron. Everybody knows the dice are loaded. Everybody rolls with their fingers crossed. Everybody knows the war is over. Everybody knows the good guys lost. Everybody knows the fight was fixed. Poor stay poor and the rich get rich. That's how it goes. Everybody knows. Everybody knows the boat is leaving. Everybody knows the captain lied. Everybody's got this burning feeling, just like their father or their dog just died. Everybody's talking to their pockets. Everybody wants a box of chocolates and a long stem rose. And everybody knows. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. That's how it goes. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. That's how it goes. Everybody knows. Everybody knows it's now or never. Everybody knows that it's me or you. Everybody knows that you live forever. Ah, when you've done a line or two. Everybody knows the deal was rotten. Old Black Joe is still picking cotton for your ribbons and bows. And everybody knows. Everybody knows the plague is coming. Everybody knows that it's moving fast. Everybody knows that the naked man and woman are just a shining artifact of the past. Everybody knows the scene is dead, but there's gonna be a meter on your bed that will disclose what everybody knows. Everybody knows that you're in trouble. Everybody knows what you've been through. From the bloody cross on top of Calvary to the beach of Malibu. Everybody knows it's coming apart. Take one last look at this sacred heart before it blows. And everybody knows. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. That's how it goes. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. That's how it goes. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. That's how it goes. Everybody knows. So that was a Leonard Cohen song. And I was... Where's my good thumb pick? Oh, this is not good. All right. I'm gonna have to use the bad thumb pick. I was gonna sing that in Greenlandic. I'm sorry. But it turned out that the Greenlandic translation didn't really scan too well. You think I'm joking? So everybody knows in Greenlandic is Tama Asa Alungialaya or something like that. I can't read this without my reading glasses on.
It would have been a big hit.
It would have been a big hit if I had done it in Greenlandic. So,
We'd all be singing along.
let me see if the Grossman's in my pocket. How do you lose a thumb pick?
Check all the pockets.
No.
That was a TV show, I think, a good pick.
What happens if I don't use the pick? All right, this was a song by another Canadian. Yeah, you and Art are not the only Gordon Lightfoot fans. In fact, Art had to check with me to make sure that it was okay to check with you on that song. Let go, darling, I can feel the night wind call. I guess I'd better go. I like you more than half as much as I love your Spanish moss. Spanish moss hanging down, sweeter than the summer love we found. Spanish moss keeps on following my thoughts around. Georgia pine and ripple wine, memories of Savannah summertime. Spanish moss, wish you knew what I was saying. So I'm rolling north thinking of the way things might have been if she and I could have changed it all somehow. Spanish moss hanging down, lofty as the sycamore you found. Spanish moss keeps on following my thoughts around. Georgia pine and ripple wine, kisses mixed with moonshine and red clay. Spanish moss, wish you knew what I was saying. So I'm rolling north thinking of the way things might have been if she and I could have changed it all somehow. Let go, darling, I can see the night wind call. The devil take the cost. I like the way your kisses flow Yeah, I threw it there in frustration. All right, let's try it again. So, I've recently learned that musicologists have determined that there are 3 groups of songs in the world. Just three groups, main groups. The first group is love songs. The second group is songs that make you remember the time when you were a little kid going to take a swim in the inflatable pool in your parents' yard and got stung between the toes by yellow jackets before you got there. The third group is songs with false endings. This is one of those. So I'm just going to tell you that. Do with that information what you will. Hearken to the sweet leaves that dance so merrily. How I wish the wind would do the same for me. But rooted here like a withered tree am I, and I watch both day and night pass by. 'Twas a cruel and wicked master stole my freedom and charged me to fight for him and win him victory. Now here am I in a damp and dreary cell, and all I know of time is the church bell. Moonshine soft and clear in a death black endless sky, and cartwheeling bright stars twinkling down. In the shadows calls the night owl. He's echoing my loneliness. The stag down from the mountain, come the owl from where he sleeps, come the eagle from his high, high nest, to where the salmon does swim and does sleep. Come fast and boldly set me free. I dream of waters flowing, sweet air to softly breathe, in the meadowland where the wagtail bobs and weaves, and sunny days where children dance and play, and sweet music to drive my grief away. A song by Bert Jansch. Who, wrote that one because of his interest in Arthurian legend, and imagined one of Arthur's knights getting imprisoned and waiting for Arthur or somebody to come and rescue him. And I guess he had a long wait. This is a song that was written by Robert Burns. See, what this does is that little piece there, which I cut down stupidly, that catches the strings. And my other thumb pick is nice and long. We're going to chew it this way. Now, westland winds and slaughtering guns bring autumn's pleasant weather. From Moorcock Springs onward winds among the blooming heather. Now winds of grain wide o'er the plain delight the weary farmer. Shines bright as I rove by night to muse upon my charmer. The partridge loves the fruitful fields, the plover loves the mountain, the woodcock haunts the lonely dells, the soaring hern mountains. Through lofty groves the cushat roves, the path of man to shine. The hazel bush o'erhangs the thrush, the spreading thorn, the linnet. Thus every kind their pleasure find, the savage and the tender. Some social join and weeds combine, some solitary wonder. Avaunt away the cruel sway, tyrannic man's dominion. The sportsman's joy, the murdering pride, the fluttering gory pinion. But Peggy dear, the evening's clear, thick flight the skimming swallow, the sky is blue, the fields in view, all fading green and yellow. Come let us stray our gladsome way and view the charms of nature. the shining moon shines clearly, our clasp I braced and fondly pressed, swear how I love thee dearly. Not vernal showers to budding flowers, not autumn to the farmer. So dear can be as thou to me, my fair, my lovely charmer. Not vernal showers to budding flowers, not autumn to the farmer. So dear can be as thou to me, my fair, my lovely charmer. And coming up now, we're going to do a couple of things together.
You never know either.
All right. Here's the third Gordon Lightfoot song of the night. Pussy willows, cattails, soft wings and roses, rain
Where's my capo?
You have a good time?
There's a kleptomaniac among us. There was a capo here somewhere.
You took it off to tune, so
Did, well, I
So
can
here
use,
you
I
are.
can use, yeah, that's fine. Brand new Christmas present capo, and where is it?
It's with the thumb pick.
yeah, it probably is,
I'm probably right.
with the thumb pick.
It's with the thumb pick, and, you know, thumb picks wind up in the laundry.
Yeah.
I cannot tell you how many of these I pull out of the dryer.
That only happens to yours for some reason.
As I load up my pockets.
Okay, we're gonna forget that I said that.
Warning, danger, danger.
Speaking of which,
So we're gonna do one more together, and then I'm gonna turn the stage over to Ann. And we thought we'd end with my set anyway, with this song by our good friend Rupert Waits, who many of you have seen here in this very room.
And we'll be back.
And we'll be back.
The eagle shakes its feathers dry after the rains are gone, and makes his home the wide blue sky after the rains are gone. Colors fading to a maze are open to the gentle rays of the day to come after the rains are gone. And we will walk in clearer light after the rains are gone. And we will see with clearer sight after the rains are gone. And when the rain dries on our cheek and leaves us on our mountain peak, then we will hear our visions speak. After the rains are gone, far from the thunder's reach, we'll hear a different song, love calling each to each, and through the mist of joy and pain, the morning bird will sing again, though the night was long. And if no trace of us remains to say we walked in love's domain, this will be our song after the rains are gone. The eagle shakes her feathers dry after the rains are gone, and makes her home the clear blue sky after the rains are gone, after the rains are gone.
Yeah.
I'll be back in a bit. Here's Ann Sandstrom.
it's not just local. There's a whole online community that we became part of because of COVID, really. But we've met people really throughout the country and even abroad. We still participate in some online open mics and performances, showcases, that sort of thing. So last Saturday night, I happened to be playing in a showcase with people from around the country. And one of the performers, his name is Dave, I knew he lived in California, but I don't know California at all. He lives a few miles from the Eaton Fire. And yet there he was, playing beautifully as a fire burned just a few miles from his house. Dave is still fine. But I thought I would do this because part of it describes what they're going through. This is called Ancient Drums. Did I turn this on? No, I did not. Ancient drums are pounding, sounding an alarm. There's poison in the soil, festering in forests and farms. Invisible ills ooze into our bones. A sweet child smiles while decay claims her home. The earth turns, the sky burns, ashes flood the sun. Ice melts, seas swell, threatening everyone. Hearts are dark, losing choke on smoke, eyes aching blind. In this deadly dream, a hand ruffles our bones. Running as we scream, but there's no way out. The earth turns, the sky burns, ashes flood the sun. Ice melts, seas swell, threatening everyone. A child drops a seed deep into the earth. A child tries to heal everything we've hurt. Weather wanders, rude intruder who is lost. Storms grow stronger with catastrophic cost. Are we listening now while disasters rise? Often we allow what we see with our own eyes. The earth turns, the sky burns, ashes flood the sun. Ice melts, seas swell, threatening everyone. You would think I would know how to do this stuff. Okay. Well, I'm always surprised when someone actually remembers a song of mine. I live under the assumption that no one's listening, and certainly no one remembers. I was debating whether to do this song or a different song, And I actually got a request for this. And I'm like, oh my God, you remember that you know this song? You remember this song? That's the biggest compliment to me ever. So this is called Blue Rain. Blue rain falling down since my man left town. The weatherman calls for sunny skies, but there's a storm in my eyes. My man knows me well. All those secrets you never tell. I'm so lost when we're apart. When he left, he tore my heart. Alone in my bed, all alone in my head, sitting waiting like for a train in my own private brain. One day he'll come home with tall tales of where he's roamed. Until then, I'm on my own, sad and lonely to the bone. Blue rain falling down since my man left town. The weatherman calls for sunny skies, but there's a storm in my eyes. Blue rain, blue rain, blue rain. So, I've done this song a few times recently in various venues because we recently celebrated the anniversary of this event, which was John and I getting back together. It's a whole long story. But it's about that day. do one word myself before I bring John back up. Wish the frog would go elsewhere, but oh well. This is about another day that I shared with my sister. Well, it's inspired by a day I shared with my sister that we would rather forget, but I got a song out of it. Well, this is a song by Joe Jenks. who we've met on several occasions. And it's a song more for our times than even before. From far away in distant land, the tempest tossed with broken hearts and callous hands, reach for the night, a torch held high, and cast your gaze upon the lady of the heart, and she welcomes them with open arms. She says, let my children in. Shine on, oh you lady of the harbor. And so it was with my own king. They came from Sweden and from France and Ireland. Their earthly cares packed in their bags. They cast a gaze upon the lady of the harbor, and she welcomed them with open arms. She said, let my children in. Shine on, oh you lady of the harbor. Now we're locking down the borders and we're filling up the jails, and we say they don't belong. How conveniently do we forget? We're all come to sing the same sweet song. Will the dream survive the strain? The funneled masses have a chance to learn sweet refrain. Or will we fall into our fears and turn our backs against the lady of the harbor? And she welcomes them with open arms. She says, let my children in. Shine on, oh you lady of the harbor. Shine on, oh you lady of the harbor. Shine on, oh you lady of the harbor. Oh you lady of the
How are we doing, Art?
What do you mean? Doing fine.
Two more, one more?
We'll do one more.
Okay.
Okay.
So, what's this one?
Oh, well, this one is a special song that we've been playing both separately and together for decades. And we sang it at our wedding.
And you've heard it before, because apparently it's as popular around here as it was around Arlington, Mass. when we were first doing it. I cabled on 3.
I think I'm not capable.
Okay. Is this right? Are you in the right place?
Not in the right place.
Are you sure you weren't cabled?
No. Did I write it down?
I thought you did. Yes, we have been playing this for like 40 years.
Oh, but in my defense, I've been playing it on guitar for 40 years,
Yes.
not on.
There, that sounds right. The Dutchman's not the kind of man to leave his thumb jammed in the dam that holds his dreams in. But that's a secret that only Margaret knows. Amsterdam is golden in the summer. Margaret brings him breakfast. She believes him. Thinks the tulips bloom beneath the snow. He's mad as he can be, but Margaret only sees that sometimes. Sometimes she sees her unborn children in his eyes. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuyder Sea. Long ago, I used to be a young man, and dear Margaret remembers that for me. Dutchman still wears wooden shoes, his coat and cap are patched with the love that Margaret so dear. Sometimes he thinks he's still in Rotterdam. Then he watches tugboats down canals, calls out to them when he thinks he knows the captain. Till Margaret comes to take him home again, to unforgiving streets that trip him, though she holds his arm. Sometimes he thinks he's alone and he calls her name. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuyder Sea. Long ago, I used to be a young man, and dear Margaret remembers that for me. The winter whirls the windmills round. She winds his muffler tighter as they sit in the kitchen. Some tea with whiskey keeps away the tune. And he sees her for a moment, calls her name. She makes a bed of singing some old love song. The song that Margaret learned when it was new. He hums a line or two. They sing together in the dark. The Dutchman falls asleep and Margaret blows his candle out. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuyder Sea. Long ago, I used to be a young man, and dear Margaret remembers that for me.
Ladies and gentlemen, Art Grossman!
Jeanette, am I in the camera there? Can you tell? I try to put where Ann was,
Yeah.
but I'm a little different size than Ann.
No.
Okay. Yeah, it's working out pretty well. So, appreciate everybody coming. Don't forget, we have Don White next Saturday. And come for that too. Come for that. It'll be very good. You'll have a great time. So this first tune, word on the street is that Angela in the back there is a parrot head. So, see, she's waving. She's waving. So this is for Angela. Mother, Mother Ocean, I have heard you call. Wanted to sail upon your waters since I was 3 feet tall. You've seen it all. You've seen it all. Watch the men who rowed you switch from sails to steam, and in your belly you hold the treasure that few have ever seen. Most of them dreams, most of them dreams. Yes, I am a pirate, 200 years too late. The cannons don't thunder, there's nothing to plunder. I'm an over 40 victim of fate, arriving too late, arriving too late. Now I've done a bit of smuggling, and I've run my share of grass. I made enough money to buy Miami, but pissed it away so fast. Never meant to last. Never meant to last. Now I've been drunk now for over 2 weeks. I passed out and I rallied and I sprung a few leaks, but I gotta stop wishing, gotta go fishing. I'm down to rock bottom again with just a few friends. Just a few friends. Now I go for younger women, lived with several a while, and though I ran away, they'll come back one day. I could still manage a smile. It just takes a while. It just takes a while. Mother, Mother Ocean, after all these years I've found my occupational hazard being, my occupation's just not around. I feel like I'm down, gonna head uptown. I feel like I'm down. That was for Angela. That was for Angela. All right. Let's see, what should we do? I'll do this too. Everly Brothers.
Great.
I bless the day I found you. I So, let's see. As was mentioned earlier, we lost a couple.
Something went wrong.
Nothing went
Please
wrong.
try again.
Nothing went wrong, Siri. Nothing went wrong. Nothing went wrong, Siri. All right, AI, I guess. Anyway, this is a Dave Mallett tune. I'm not going to do the garden song because we had a great rendition of that earlier. But this is a song called "I Knew This Place." It's biographical, autobiographical. I guess it's maybe autobiographical in a way because I went to his wake and the card they passed out had the last verse of this song on his card. So we'll do the tune. I knew this place. I knew this place, I knew it well, every sound and every smell, and every time I walked I fell for the first 2 years or so. There across the grassy yard, a young boy running hard, brown and bruised and battle scarred and lost in sweet illusion. And from my window I can see the fingers of an ancient tree, reaching out it calls to me to climb its early branches. But all my climbing days are gone, and these tired legs I'm standing on would scarcely dare to leave the spot upon which they're standing. And I remember every word from every voice I ever heard, and every frog and every bird. Yes, this is where it starts. But brothers left the sighing wind. This is where my life begins. This is where I learned to use my hands and hear my heart. This house is old, it carries on like lyrics to an old-time song. Always changed but never gone. This house will stand the seasons. And our lives pass on from door to door, dust upon the wooden floor, and feather rain and thunder roar. We need not know the reason. And all these thoughts come back to me like ships across a friendly sea, like breezes blowing endlessly, like rivers running deep. The day is done, the lights are low, and the wheels of life are turning slow. And as these visions turn and go, I lay me down to sleep. I knew this place, I knew it well, every sound and every smell, and every time I walked I fell for the first 2 years or so. The day is done, the lights are low, and the wheels of life are turning slow. And as these visions turn and go, I lay me down to sleep. The day is done, the lights are low, and the wheels of life are turning slow. And as these visions turn and go, I lay me down to sleep. That was on his card. He wrote his own card for his own funeral. Didn't know it at the time, but okay. Let's do this one. I don't play it too often, but we'll get through it. Peter Yarrow. We lost Peter Yarrow. Definitely a sing-along. Puff the magic dragon, ships would lower their flags when Puff brought out his name. Oh, Puff, the magic dragon, lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Puff, the magic dragon, lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. A dragon lives forever, but not so little boys. Painted wings and giant rings make way for other toys. One gray night it happened, Jackie Paper came no more, and Puff, that mighty dragon, he ceased his fearless roar. His head was bent in sorrow, green scales fell like rain. Puff no longer went to play along the cherry lane without his lifelong friend. Puff could not be brave, so Puff, that mighty dragon, sadly slipped into his cave. Oh, Puff, the magic dragon, lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Puff, the magic dragon, lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. So I'm going to do a tune here that I heard the other day, Kate Wolf tune that I never knew about. And I loved it. I love it. It's a great, I think it's a beautiful tune. Anybody know this song, Green Eyes? Anybody know it? Okay, well, there's something about it that I heard it, one of those old songs, I heard it and I loved it. So we're going to give it a shot. And I think I'm going to do it, I'll do it here, I don't know. Okay, we'll see what happens. Usually wear short sleeve shirt, Hawaiian shirts. Every night lost at sea. I saw it in your eyes when you looked at me so openly. Your green eyes, they don't miss a thing. They hold me like the sun going down, warm me like a fire in the night, without a sound. The first time I ever saw your laughter break loose inside and tumble out to me, my heart had knew it found what it was after, and it came so easily. We should know, after all the years of the hard and lonely times, now our days go by like best friends' storylines, yours and mine. Your green eyes, they don't miss a thing. They hold me like the sun going down, warm me like a fire in the night, without a sound, without a sound. Isn't that a nice tune? That's a nice tune. Let's see. I gotta, I wasn't gonna do this tune, but let me see something here. I wasn't gonna do it, but give me 1 second here. Come on. I want to do. Yeah, I think I want to do this tune here. Where is it? Let me find it. Siri, be quiet. Okay. I wasn't going to do this, but since Dolores is here, I'm going to do this tune for Dolores, because I know she loves it. You can dance. I used to be a country singer. I was sitting in my hotel room, strumming my old guitar. Not much to do when you're far away and playing some smoky bar. I was feeling a little empty and feeling a little blue when the maid came in and asked me if she could do my room. I put down my old guitar and she gave me a smile. She had a crusty voice and a drinker's look, but she had a friendly style. She dusted my room and made my bed, and she talked of the days gone by. She spoke of when she wooed the men, and a tear came to her eye. And she said, I used to be a country singer. I could sing a mean Patsy 6:30, and we will be. So I'm going to do this tune that I've done a few times. I think I may have done it here, but this is another one that I heard and I love it. It's Jeff Daniels from Dumb and Dumber fame. He wrote a love song to his guitar. And it's called When My Fingers Find Your Strings. I didn't even know he was a songwriter, but apparently he's written hundreds of songs. Anybody know this song? You do? All right. Thank you very much. Hope to see you next Saturday. It's on right. Thanks for coming.